To get started with our nacho pie, what we're going to do is to cut a small sweet yellow onion. It's best to use yellow onions or white onions. Do not use the purple onions, as those are best used for salads and things like that. So you're going to need your parents' help to do this because I want to make sure you're careful in cutting. And anytime we use knives, we want to make sure that we have an adult around to watch this. So what I usually do is, do you see how I created a flat side? I cut the ends off, peeled it off, and now I have a flat side instead of it rolling like this, which would make it harder to cut. So now I have a flat surface and I can actually now start to cut, okay? And we're doing what's called dicing, meaning that we're going to make it into small little pieces. Now, if we just wanted to keep it like this and spread them apart, it would be slices, but we actually want to dice it. So what I'm gonna do is kind of put it back together like a puzzle, and then just do another small cuts. If you don't like putting it all together like this, you can take one piece at a time because they're already kind of sectioned off, and just cut like that. Go ahead and cut all your onion into small little pieces, and then we're ready to brown our meat and add our onions to our meat. Now we need to brown the meat. You can use ground beef, you can use ground turkey, and you're just going to heat up a skillet. Again, be very careful. Keep your handle off to the side, not in front of you. And just while it's cooking, you're going to see the oils from the meats actually start to heat up, and then that's when you're going to add in your onions and grill your onions with the meat. It's going to take about 7 minutes to finalize all this. So now that it's a little bit browned, I can start adding my onions. Be very careful. And the fat from the meat is going to help cook these onions. So go ahead and sprinkle those in. And you want to cook the onions till they're kind of what they call iridescent, meaning you can kind of see through them a little bit. You want to make sure that your meat is cooked all the way through as well. Do this for about 5 more minutes. You want to make sure that your meat is cooked all the way through as well. Now we're using a roll of crescent dough, which usually makes these crescent rolls, but we're going to use it to make our pie crust. Kind of a different take on pie crust. It's going to give it a softer pie crust, and what you do is you just kind of press in. Sometimes I pop like that. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna unroll it, and it's going to be coming in little triangles like this. We're gonna unroll it. I'm gonna lay it here, and so do you see how it comes into some triangles? Go ahead and spread those apart. And you're going to kind of lay it like this into your pan. Just press it down. We'll press it down a little bit later. We'll do it like in 4s. And press down. A little bit of a geometry class here. And kind of lay it over the top. Spread it out. And now we can just press in. So just keep pressing and connect all of the pieces together. Now that we have our dough, we're going to take some nacho chips and just about maybe like 14 15 chips, maybe a little bit more. The rest you can have for the dinner. We're just going to put it in a Ziploc bag, or you can put it on a plate, and you're just going to crush them into small pieces. What this is going to do is it's going to make a layer at the bottom here so that the meat doesn't soak through. I'm gonna make about a cup or so of this. I'm using the back end of a coffee mug to get it nice and crushed. Okay, when that's all done, you're going to pour it into the bottom of your crust. And then just spread that around a little bit. Now we're gonna put our meat mixture on top. All right, it is time to turn our oven on to 350 degrees. We want it preheated. We have our nacho chips layered here. We're going to take our meat mixture and add it almost to the top. We might have some meat left over. It depends on the size of your pie dish. If you have some left over, you can have it for a snack or lunch. Kind of press it in there. When you have it full, go ahead and press down. You want it to be a dense pie so that it cuts really nicely. So press it down. If you have a little bit of meat left over, you can add that. All right, now if you want to add some sour cream, you can just take some sour cream and make some dollops on top like that. And this will melt really nicely on top when you bake it. You can just kind of swerve it around like you're icing a cake. Gives it some more flavor. And then using your shredded cheese, go ahead and top that on top. And then this is gonna go into the oven for 20 to 25 minutes. You wanna make sure the cheese is nice and melted, and you wanna see this crust nice and baked.